Hello everybody, it's me Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back for another review that also turns into a rant. I've kind of been sick here lately, so I'm still getting over a little virus, a little bug, and I guess you could say I almost got down with the sickness. But besides the point, I'm back with another review for you. There's new games coming, but this actually released as one of the PlayStation Plus free games of March 2025, and it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection. Now, this is actually a collection of 13 different games that spans across 5 years of development time from Konami. It was developed by, this version was developed by Digital Eclipse and published by Konami, and were originally launched on August 30th of 2022 on just about every single gaming system, PS4, PS5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, so you can find this as a digital download and also a physical copy, which is nice because you know me, I am a huge fan of classic physical copies. And like I said, it consists of 13 games that spans across 5 years, everything back from the original Ninja Turtle game on Nintendo, the Ninja Turtle arcade, the second arcade, the NES version of the arcade. 3 different Game Boy titles appear on here. You get the Ninja Turtles in Time arcade, you got the Manhattan Project, Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, Hyperstone Heist from the Sega Genesis, and Tournament Fighters from both the Nintendo and the Genesis system. Now, along with one of these compilation series of these games, they add and take away and alter certain things. But these are tried and true, the original versions of these games. Even down to the Nintendo games' clunky controls, the audio glitches, the screen glitches, the slowdown. These are exact ports of the original game. But they do add the ability in just about every single game that you can go in and you can modify it. You can turn God mode on. You can add different characters on certain things you can. You can actually fix the old-fashioned video game, Nintendo games, to where it doesn't flicker. You can actually remove the slowdown. So they do give you a lot of different options for each of these different games to actually make it a little bit better if you choose to. Plus, they give you this ability of playing it in different modes. You can stretch it to fit the screen, but makes it it just looks terrible at that point. But you can have different little backgrounds behind it, change the different size of the screen as you're playing it as you go through. Honestly, the screen size, like I said, when you stretch it all the way, especially with these games being pixel related, they look really bad on a full screen. But it does come with quite a bit of nice additional content on this. This game actually comes with all kinds of stuff, including like a museum with all kinds of character artwork, sketches, design materials. Honestly, you can even find strategy guides for most of the games. There's soundtracks, there's even the comic book covers of all the original Ninja Turtle comic books, and there's even clips, not clips, but screenshots of several of the series of the Ninja Turtles cartoon shows. So there is a lot of content in this game, I will give them that. Like I said, it does add some new features, modern day touches, like you can do button remapping for most of the games. There are save states on most of the games as well, and there is online play and co-op mode. Now, I'm going to get into the online mode because that's my rant on this one, but I'm going to talk about the classic co-op. Now, any sort of game that was originally intended to actually have couch co-op has it here. So you ain't going to find multiplayer unlike the original Nintendo game. But the good side-scrollings, the fighter games and stuff like that, yes, it plays quite well, with buddy couch co-op. And there is the online mode you can play. Well, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But, honestly, all these games play, and just like you remember, some, like I said, even with the terrible lag, with the really bad, button pressing of the first Nintendo game, that there was a delay, that's still on here. Okay, so like I said, if you were expecting them to tweak or add anything, no. This does not have any graphical upgrades to any of these games. These are straight 100% true to the game's ports. And the only additional stuff they add is, like I said, some save states when you play on the single player versions, and different abilities to alter the screen size. But like I said, if you actually stretch it to fit the screen, God, it looks like crap, man. My God, we've come a long way with our video game graphics. Now, as for the overall cost of this game, is really not that hurtful. You can pick up a physical copy of this game for less than $20. So once again, it's kind of a shame, for the PlayStation Plus members, we get this as a quote free game, even though we technically paid for it for the online service. But it's not bad. The amount of content you get is well worth the price of $20 if you were to actually physically buy it. And I might add, there is even a $100 and $150 collector's edition of this that comes with all kinds of swag, all kinds of different merch, some tat as they call it, just more collectible crap you really don't need. But I'll be honest, it's freaking cool. It really is. But now is on to the point where even though I'm down and not feeling good, still sick, you can even hear it in my voice. I'm still nasally, but I still have to have a nice rant here. And this is the whole point of this, is the fact that this game officially launched back in 2022, okay? So it's been on the market for several years, okay? Now, I do understand with the fact that this game came out as a free game for the PlayStation Plus, there's a massive influx of people who are trying to play these games online now. But I will say this, I never played it when it launched, so I do not know if the netcode worked at all, but I have not been able to get into a single fucking game on this online at all. I've tried everything. I've tried creating my own lobbies. I've tried joining other people's lobbies. I've tried changing all the stats and abilities to get in. I still can't get into a single fucking game online on there. And I'd love to try it to see if there's any sort of latency issues with the netcode of the online aspects of this. But I am unable to actually test and play any of these games online. It absolutely pisses me the fuck off. Because in all due fairness, that's one of the main points of these classic games, of actually being able to play like the 4-player co-op mode of Ninja Turtles, the arcade games and other stuff online, and you can't fucking do it. It won't work. It will not allow you to. And even if you actually get into a mode where it says a game isn't full, a lobby isn't full, it'll go to the Ninja Turtle select screen, and you can't pick a fucking turtle. It just sits there forever and ever and ever, and you can't back out either. You have to close the game and to open it back up to get it to start functioning again. And that right there, it just pisses me off. I understand that they probably weren't expecting an influx of people who want to play these games online, especially in 2025, but I have to say, that's a fucking disappointment. It really is. That was one of the things I was kind of looking forward to, of playing the Hyperstone Heist online with somebody else, to be able to actually play that game. Because you know what? I never got to play that game when it officially launched all those years ago on Sega Genesis. Or the fighting games, which, I'll be honest, the only real difference between the Nintendo version and the Sega Genesis version is I think the Sega Genesis version got a different character you could play as. But nonetheless, the fact of all these games, and a good majority out of these 13 games can be played online, or at least with co-op. But you know what? I don't get that chance. I'm just going to have to stick with the single-player aspects of this, which, don't get me wrong, is still great. I still love the fact to be able to go back and play these classic games from all those years ago, because they're Ninja Turtle games, for crying out loud. They're fantastic. Well, at least for their time there was. I mean, I wish I'd really like to see a new one. It'd be really nice if they, imagine a PS5 or an Xbox Ninja Turtle fighting game, or maybe a role-playing game, something that's new, besides all the other ones they keep coming out with are nothing but these side-scroller or overhead 8-bit style beat-em-ups. Now, yes, I understand it fits perfect with the overall aspect of a Ninja Turtle game, is to have a beat-em-up, but can't you make a new one? Can't you make a new one? All this did was bring back the nostalgia of all the original games I played all those years ago that I loved, and it makes me just want them to fucking make a new one. Yo, Konami, get off your ass and make a new Ninja Turtle game. A good one. Not one just for like a little kid like some of the ones I reviewed. Make a good one for the diehard fans, the grown-up fans of this series that's been clamoring for a new, good, high-grade beat-em-up for a long time. But you won't. At least I give you credit. At least you didn't fuck up on the Silent Hill remake. But nonetheless, the only thing I can say is this is worth the time and money. If you bought a physical version of it, you do get what your money is worth. You do get a lot of content in these good classic games. The only thing I can say here and say that still pisses me off is the fact that you're not able to play any of these games online because for whatever reason, you can't connect to the servers, you can't connect to people, or won't let you pick a damn turtle and actually play the games. Now, as for the Game Boy games, I'm sorry, no offense, A Game Boy was great for its time, but that's one thing I am not a fan of, is when you keep having Game Boy games in here. Yes, it's part of the series, I get it, but you know what? I'm not going to play the damn Game Boy games. I'm sorry, they're clunky. They were good for their time. But in the end, I have to say, I do like the additions to this. Maybe if they would go back and have something where they can use AI generation to actually enhance the graphics to make them look more normalized instead of the pixel art, that would have been a nice thing. But the different amount of content they add with this, like with just all the character art, the designs, to be able to actually pull up a walkthrough for the Nintendo game to help you get through that stupid-ass damn stage with the bombs. Hands down, they give you a lot of content in this package. And the only thing I can say is I'm just saddened by the fact that I can't get the damn online to work on here. But besides that, I can definitely say, if you're a fan of Ninja Turtle games, this is definitely one that you should own already. And if you haven't, if you're a lucky person who happens to have a PlayStation Plus membership, you can pick it up for this month as one of your free games of the month. This was me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, saying, I hope you like these videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up, leave lots of comments below. Let me know which one of these Ninja Turtle games was your favorite. And give me lots of thumbs up. And remember, here at Devil Dog Gaming, even when I'm sick, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.